Hello, my dear listeners. My name is Kishore Ganesh, and in this episode of the Vocal About Visuals podcast, I will be reviewing a new feature film from the stable of Toei Animation, which belongs to the franchise that basically introduced anime to India and was the reason why anime gained a foothold in the minds of thousands of millennials, which goes by the name of Dragon Ball. The anime was called Dragon Ball Z, and the film that will be reviewed here is called Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Dragon Ball Superhero is a whole bunch of things. Firstly, it is written by the creator of the franchise, the legend Akira Toriyama. So he knows the soul of the franchise. He knows why people became fans of this franchise, and by that I mean he knows this down to the moments. So what we get in this film is a greatest hits album, a highlight reel woven into a new story. And even this story is a sequel to the earlier Cell saga from DBZ. And coming to the greatest hits themselves, what a selection they turned out to be. I'm half tempted to reveal them, but considering this is a review, I'm just going to say whatever you have seen in the Cell saga and went whoa and ah as you watch them, most of those things, if not all, make an appearance here. So yes, as I mentioned, this film is a number of things, first of which, in no particular order, is the greatest hits album. The second thing is that this film is a family movie. It's the summer in the West. People want to watch some cool, entertaining films, and in this regard, this movie delivers. The film revolves around Piccolo, who you can say is kind of the protagonist of this film. It focuses on the paternal side of his personality. Long-time viewers of DBZ should already know that Goku was an absentee father. He has, I don't believe, ever raised his son Gohan because, he kept dying and fighting and training. But in between these things, he did find time to knock Chi-Chi up for a second time and brought forth another son, Goten, into the world. And even then, I don't think he has many stories where he is shown to raise his children. It is in fact Piccolo who raises this kid, Gohan. By that I mean trains him and remains a strong fatherly influence in his life. And in this film, it so happens that Piccolo has taken to his paternal side again, and he is now training, babysitting, and guiding Gohan's daughter, Pam. And Gohan seems to be heading down his biological father's path, and he has started ignoring his 3-year-old daughter already. And over the course of the movie, Piccolo not only saves the world, that's expected, but is the catalyst for several heartwarming moments between father and daughter. And for a guy who's a complete loner, it seems like he has truly found a huge family that loves and respects him. The third thing this movie is a commentary on the superhero phenomenon that has been sweeping the world for the past 15 years, I think. When we think superhero, we think of the American version of the entity. The rules of the genre have American roots, and hence most superhero stories and characters tend to follow the American template of heroism in the superhero space. Another reason for the adoption of the template, its popularity. However, when anime hit the collective conscious of the world, it gave the world a new kind of superhero, a quirky, weird, firmly Japanese take on quote-unquote the superhero. And DBZ is one of the best and biggest example of this. And in this film, Akira Toriyama brings the quote-unquote American superhero into the Japanese/anime universe, and the way he does it, mwah, chef's kiss. And finally, this movie, I believe, is also a commentary on the current scenario of the world. A world that is neither black or white, but grey. A world where good people are led to do bad things by the unscrupulous and morally depraved, who also masquerade as leaders. A world where conspiracies are believed to be the truth, either for personal gain or out of sheer boneheadedness. And a world where the good are believed to be bad by a neutral participant because the truly evil are that good at manipulation and willpower, often thanks to that manipulation. Akira, take a bow, my friend. You are a constant source of inspiration for me. I'm going to conclude this review by saying that Akira Toriyama has done all of this and still managed to make a coherent, entertaining summer blockbuster. And if you are an anime fan, watching this movie is a no-brainer. Go for it. And if you're not, but you are a fan of movies and stories and want to do something different from the norm, still an awesome time to be had for about 2 hours. Check this movie out in IMAX. Once again, my name is Kishore Ganesh. This is the Vocal About Visuals podcast, and thank you, my dear listeners, for your time and for listening. Follow me on Twitter and Insta at Podcast Plural. Thank you.